What's going on, traders? Gonna do a older style recap today because there really wasn't anything to talk about. I got a little bit bored, ended up trading AMD a little bit too much. But the one decent trade we actually did have was this TGTX. Made a nice move up through 1820, kind of grinded all morning. Then we finally got a little bit of a pop here up through the half dollar 1850. Ended up getting short here on the top of this candle 1862. We got short 1862. The top was 1869. Gave us a pullback, was looking for more closer down to that 1810 retest, but unfortunately didn't seem to want to give it, so we ended up taking this thing off for 24 cents. And then we'll just take a look at AMD chart. Really wasn't, it's going to look a little crazy. I kept trying to catch the backside. My initial thought process here was I had a trend line right here, was looking for the break of that trend line. Put it where it's supposed to be. There we go. Looking for the break of that trend line and then the continuation down. So once I started this, I essentially was saying high of day or nothing. So kind of added into it up to high of day, started to get a pullback, started taking it off as it just did not want to break down below these previous levels of 93.70s, and ended up stopping out. Actually lost a little bit there. Went up, made a new high, came back down, and essentially was trying the same thing. Basically came up, looked like it was rejecting, got in on the first candle to kind of break down below the previous candle. But then that immediately went back to the highs and actually spiked all the way back up to the highs. So same thing here. Didn't quite get to the highs, 57. It went right to it. Ended up getting short there at 50 on the way back down, basically saying if it's going to work its way back up, we're just going to take it back off. So it tried to get down, went to 40 and started to come back up, took it off break even because it obviously just wanted to keep going. So at this point, I didn't really have a setup. Here I had the trend line break, looking for the backside, didn't happen. Also could have been a little bit of a beginning of a head and shoulders. If it broke down, bounced around here, 93.20s, came back up, retested 93.70, and then came back down. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. And past here, I didn't really have any kind of an edge. At this point, I'm just playing it because I was bored. And as you can see, it comes up and essentially I'm just waiting for the first candle to kind of break a new low of a previous candle. This is the first one where it happened. I was watching the SPY at the same time. Its tendencies look to be kind of following what the SPY was doing for the most part. And I saw the SPY kind of breaking down. So I took a short. This went all the way down to 94.95, was obviously looking for the much bigger move, all the way down to probably around here. I was looking for a previous resistance for it to test. I mean, at least 94.80, but ultimately I was looking for this 94.50. As you can see, it started to go back up. So we ended up taking it off. Went through high of day. And now at this point, this short was kind of silly. It went up, tested 47, hit it on the way down at 36. You see two errors there because for some reason it only filled me 10 shares when I tried to get 100 on the first one. Filled the other 90 pretty much at the same price. And then it started to go back up. We ended up taking it off because it went through 50. I basically had said I'll give it that extra 3 cents to see if it goes through 50, and it did. Took it off, went to 54, started to come back down. We ended up getting short again on the way back down at 44. Because it looked like it was just a little bit of a fake out. I did see a little bit more volume come in, so I was like, okay, maybe this is it. Started to come back down. Didn't really want to do it. Started to come back up. Added some shares, or we took them off, and then it shot back up. Realized it didn't go through. Added some shares back, and at this point, I said, you know what? If it goes to high of days, I'm just going to be done with it altogether. So jumped in another 100 shares, and once I saw it kind of reject and not get back above this 44, or 48, sorry. I said, I'm just going to add to it. And that's it. So it's either going to be a meh loser, or we can maybe make this a pretty decent winner. Comes down, retests this area. You can see the previous resistance. It started to use it as support, started to bounce off of it. It went to 22. Obviously, I'm looking for at least 95. And then it started to bounce. So I ended up taking some off at 32 just to reduce my risk because, like I said, I was kind of adding those shares just because I was probably red and just bored. It did continue down, and I actually went to go pick up my son from a birthday party. I put a range order out. I had a fill down here at 94. I want to say it was 7, or here, I can just 94. It doesn't say it. I don't remember. All right, it might be in the montage still. Let's see if I do stop range. No, it didn't keep it. I don't remember. I want to say it was 40 cents from where my average was, and my average was 40. No, it couldn't have been. I had it lower. I was looking for at least this previous resistance. I don't remember exactly. but I set it and I put my stop at break even, which was at 40. So it stopped me out there at 39. And it just didn't get filled. Oh, it was I hit the 50 button, which put it at 90. That's right. So it was at 90. I actually put it at 91. So we were just looking for the break of this 95. It was hovering right around where I took this take profit here when I first put the range order in, and unfortunately, as you can see, it decided to try to go higher, which it still didn't get the high a day, and then there was a big reject. There was a nice reject on the SPY as well at the same time. So just an unfortunate. I got really bored. We ended up giving our trade back on TGTX plus some because of all the commissions. I think we were down. Let me see, down $5 on the day overall. You can see it right there. So yeah, it is what it is. Just going to move on to tomorrow. A little bit of some boredom trading there, and hopefully tomorrow will be better, where we don't have to make boredom trades and we can actually find some normal trades and make some money. So don't forget to like, subscribe. Always appreciate the support. It's been pretty awesome seeing the channel grow. If you are interested at all in joining the room, volatilitydaytrading.com, check that out. Links are all down below. Fancy Stockwatch scanners, new version 3.0 is out. They are amazing. It's how I find all my trades when the market is actually moving. And TraderSync is where I do all my journaling. Again, all those links are down below. Questions, comments, leave them down below. You can find me in Discord or on Twitter. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.